It's nice to see you again. How
It's
are you?
nice to see you again too. I'm well, thank you.
Awesome. So, how have things been going with, you and your mother-in-law and your husband? How have things been working out?
Since I last saw you, things are still kind of like cramped. Like we're still in like kind of like the same living space that we were before. She's still kind of driving me crazy, and my husband's still not really, doing too much about it. So I guess, you know, that's what's kind of been going on.
Okay, so it really sounds like nothing really has changed. You're kind of still in the same spot that you were last time we spoke.
Yeah, it's only been a week since I've seen you, so
Okay,
not
so
much has changed. Um, Yeah, I mean, she's still kind of like all over the place and like all in my business. And he's kind of, going to work and not really doing too much about it.
okay, have you tried again trying to talk to him, sitting him down, or even your mother-in-law having a conversation with her?
I did try talking to my husband. I haven't tried talking to my mother-in-law. I did try talking to my husband, and I kind of like told him, hey, I think what we really should do is have a sit down with just the three of us. And he kind of brushed me off like, oh, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I think you're making too much of a situation, and I think that, it might not be that serious, blah, blah, blah. So I don't really know. Maybe I should try to sit down and talk to my mother in law next.
Yeah. So it sounds like your husband is still once again at the same spot. Doesn't really seem to bother him as much as it bothers you,
Yeah, right.
and that can be very aggravating.
Yeah, it is. It's very frustrating because he gets to go to work, all day and then come home and he's home for like 10 minutes and then he's out the door doing whatever it is he does at night, like go out with his friends or whatever. And I'm at home, I'm a student at home, and then I work. But most of the time I'm at home with my mother in law, who doesn't really do much.
Right. So once again, you're still in the same spot. You try talking to your husband. Nothing really seems to be working. It also sounds like maybe you, you kind of feel defeated in a way.
Yes, I do. I do feel defeated. Like I don't really know what to do. Like that's kind of just like this is what it is now, and I kind of just have to make the best of the situation. But I kind of felt like I've already been trying to make the best of the situation, anyways.
Right. So it sounds like you're just trying to accept things for what they are, and they won't get any better.
Yeah, but I don't really want to accept. I have to accept that they're not going to get any better because it's not really the best situation.
Okay. So have you tried, doing anything else besides trying to talk to him? Maybe, looking at other options as far as maybe moving out
Shipping
or
her off. No. I think maybe, the next best thing is to just sit down with her and him together, just like force it upon them, maybe. I don't know. And that might be the next thing, and try to come up with some solution where we can all live peacefully together in the house, because it's my house, it's his house. It is temporarily, hopefully, only her house, and that's just the way it is.
So it sounds like you're really trying to work on the issue and you just kind of want, your life back maybe before your mother-in-law moved in, and you just want things to be normal.
Yeah, the best way that I can bring it back to the way that it was before, and as normal as I can possibly get it,
Right,
would be
until
great.
things maybe change or
Yeah.
something else comes up.
Yeah, like I understand that the situation has changed and this is kind of like the new lifestyle, but she's taken over the house so completely that it's hard to accept it for what it is, and I'm not willing to accept it. So, then like I told you before, like we butt heads so much that it's so stressful to live like that. Like I don't want to live like in a house where it's constant war between the two of us over like who's the stronger house woman. Like I don't want to live like that.
And that can cause a lot of stress and, agitation and maybe also not wanting to be at home because you know that she's there and you know you guys are going to butt heads and maybe have an argument.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And yeah, that's very true. Like rather stay at school longer, or pick up extra work shifts. Maybe that's why my husband doesn't want to be home because he knows that his wife and his mom are gonna just fight the whole time. Because we do sometimes get into like actual arguments, and it's over something silly like who's making dinner or how I've made dinner or how I do the laundry, and then we'll fight about it. So it's silly stuff like that that really could be resolved if we talked about it. But when I've tried to talk about it with her before, like, she kind of brushes me off, like, oh, it's just nonsense, Becky. This is how I do things, and you do them this way, and it is the wrong way. So I need to maybe, like, have, like, a strict sit-down talk with her.
Yeah, I agree. Once again, that's stressful, it's frustrating, and you want her to get the point of where you're coming from and understand your feelings as well. And the arguments you're having with your husband, you know, the simple things, like you said, maybe that's his way of expressing that he is upset about the situation as well as you are, and he maybe just doesn't want to hurt his mom's feelings.
Yeah, that's true. He could also not want to hurt his mom's feelings.
Okay, so your idea, you might want to, as you say, you want to try sitting your husband down or getting into a group and talking about the issues that are in the household.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can meet up again sometime next week and see if there's any progress being made or and see where you guys are at again.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, I'll see you next week.
All right, see you next week.
Bye.